welcome to Nelson Network. Today we are going to do lab 4, which is the lab of a packet, the life of a packet. In order to do that, we're going to build a network topology of 2 PCs, 2 switches, and 2 routers. The routers will be connected with a serial link. This is for us to see how different the encapsulation is when we use different connection type. Because with straight through cable, we have different encapsulation, whereas if you use a serial link, you will see different encapsulation. So after building our lab of 2 PC1, PC2, as you can see here, switch 1, switch 2, router 1, router 2, which is, this section is network A, network B, C, D, E. So we're going to find a MAC address at this section A, MAC address at this section B, MAC address at section C, MAC address at section D and section E. So we're going to do this in order to understand how the encapsulation works and at what stage the packet has reached MAC address. This is good to know how traffic flows in the network. So to do that, we're going to configure IP address on PC1 and PC2 using these 2 IPs. We're going to, our first scenario, we're going to ping PC1. We're going to ping PC2 from PC1. And based on the echo request message sent, we're going to answer this question. What is the destination MAC address in the frame? And also we're going to see the difference between so we're going to have to determine what is the MAC address in the frame at A, what's the MAC address at A in the network, what's the encapsulation used at A in the network. So A is this section when the ping leaves PC1. So we're going to answer that for each section in order to understand how the life of a packet behaves. So in order to do that, we proceed, we will start by adding our 2 PCs. After that, come to network devices. We choose, we press Control so that we have it twice. Choose our routers. Now we go to the switch 36. Okay. We press Control. Now we can change the name here. PC1. PC2. PC1. Switch 1. Switch 2. Router 2. Router 1. Now we go to connection, control, press straight through. Now to connect router 1 and router 2, we come select serial. So we can't connect. So what we need to do is come here. We have to switch this off. We can add one of these. Switch it on. See if you can do that now. Yes. Now we can. You also need to do it here. Switch it off. Can add this serial. So this is a serial connection that we're adding. Switch it back on. Now you add this. You can go to option preferences. Show port labels. Just so we have. Yeah, that's why we need to write our own labels, because this is so frustrating. Yes, now it's a little bit cleaner. Let's configure the IP address of this. PC1. Let's configure the MAC address on the PC1.
Is that another VPN? Oh no, yeah, it could be on that. Could be you're saying it could be, or the vendor told you this is what it is. Well, no, there's several. You only put in one piece. Yeah. Right, and that's right. He's like, well, I'm waiting to hear back from you more. Okay, well, look here. Alright. He goes, okay, there's any evidence on it. Well, then comes back to when you put in 126, 124. Listen, just give me. I'm happy to help. I have no issues helping you whatsoever. But yeah, it's finding out exactly what. If this guy needs 5 or 6 IPs, fine. But let's get him. Yeah. And so yeah, that's what it ended up being, 124, 131. But then he came back, hey, this is still not working. Well, I went back and looked, and I'm looking at my room's old. It said exactly what it's supposed to do. It works, everything. It's old. I'm looking at the logs, and then I pull up I still see drop. Pull it up. It's hitting the cleanup. Which, you know how they're doing the sectioning? So I didn't realize.
We have service
Right.
fill on this. And so sometimes I have to sleep and pull out. For no reason, this service is just faded.
Well, I mean, not that she was working, but I can't see. I'm not getting an hour or so.
I remember that. Actually, when the got to the mall and go check looking for stuff.
That's all. I'm not calling.
So we got the interface
If something happens, they call me, I get up. I go in log in, it's a great problem.
And sometimes I need to sleep with a conference. Like when you get to the point, you're not sleeping good.
Yeah.
And then you get so tired.
The only calls out of this I was out working on my beehives, and I heard the phone ring. I picked up. I didn't recognize the number. Then you put the voicemail. I put it back in my pocket. Like,
I didn't recognize it close to the outside.
yeah.
Philip, she had come about 1 o'clock, and I saw it, and I
No shops.
do my take it down.
Right. We've been talking for a minute.
What you up to, young man? You on call? Just checking on you.
Well, the only reason I associate is I have associated status.
You try to sign MAC address.
No, I don't consider that an error, because it's a perfectly valid thing to when somebody wants to. So I don't even know if this is necessarily an error. You could have this where it's called a message, hey, you're working with a device that is, I don't know what that is, do you want to submit that? You might put that on, feel more expected to be anything that's in concept of accepted will come with verification. Anything that's not being accepted, I'm not saying this is always, most of the time it's not accepted.
Go to let's change the name of this folder to number 1. Let's go to
Yeah, we were displayed inside a contact log, it was real nice just for creating this message and they come to Right, so I think actually, I actually like the idea. I actually think it's not to be better. Because you're actually going
What you working on this morning?
tasks.
I'm building a lab.
Nice. For
Yeah.
home or for?
I'm practicing resisting.
Dude, you go, boy.
Trying. Oh, gosh.
I can't lose anyway here, man.
I tried not to look at this candy.
I did too already. I shouldn't be.
My job is, why didn't you break from the response? Everything, in my opinion, the base should be the foundation of every model. Everything should connect back to the messaging code or response. That's what I'm asking, why is this one following the response? Right, but you're still on, the device info is still the response object. The message and the object. And we need a specialized object, but not a whole specialized class.
So this is still down. Let's see why.
Well, it's gonna have,
Let's check.
it's going to have,
Oh, it needs to be powered on.
the job will have all the tasks
Close it.
for,
Yes.
for amending the status of the job. You can look at each one of those tasks and find out, what is the status of these tasks. I'm pretty sure you should already do them back in the people who want to do these things. Right, and if you go over the
Oh, it's not.
What's it doing? I need a house.
No. You need to ask him.
the actual.
Ready to go. Now let's go to the labels.
Yeah, that was I wanted So he started telling the story for me. sort of second guess them. I don't know. He was a little bit older, but he was well-minded. Yeah, he was older, confident,